enjoy that nice, beautiful green grass. Sitting here parked in the shade because it's hot out there. So, anyways, fixing to go back to work here tomorrow. And I just like sitting out here and looking at my horses. So I ran out of time this weekend. I just got back from town doing a couple of errands and stuff, but I did manage to get the inside of the round pen here cut down with the lawnmower. And actually I did that last weekend, and I gotta go through and cut it again. So the other thing that I did too when I got done cutting the inside of the round pen is I added these solar string lights. And anyways, I got the solar panel over here. My thinking on that was I wish my dog would shut up. My thinking on that is at night or late in the evening, if I need more lighting, I can turn on these lights and basically ride at night when it's nice and cool. So anyways, this thing came with, oops, oh, it's on the side. It came with a button you can manually turn it on. And oops, I got a different I got it on a different setting. Anyways, you probably can't tell on here, but yeah, I've got to come through and cut this round pen one more time. And then next weekend I've got to get the bush hog and go on the outside and tame this wild jungle. It's really bad over here on this back wall, facing all these trees and stuff. But yeah, today I decided to go ahead and release the horses onto the lane that I've been holding them off of now basically for the last 8 weeks. The rain when I started that was not really, we weren't getting a lot of rain. But anyways, we've been getting a bunch of rain, and it's been coming. Oh, I got ants all over my legs. I don't know who just found the fire ants, but I don't think they were native here to the US. And whoever that joker was that came up and thought it would be a good idea to release them into this country, I personally hate you, okay? I know you ain't good to hate, but I hate you, okay? He's just sickening. But anyways, yeah, I got to get all of this here bush hogged. I don't know if I'll get it next weekend or not, because I've got a whole bunch of other crap going on that I haven't talked about here on this channel for various reasons. I got a whole bunch of crap going on. But anyways, I'm hoping that I can ride in that round pen at night or in the daytime. And I ran out of time on this too, but I wanted to do a 4th of July video, and that didn't get to happen. Time just didn't work out for me. So anyways, but I'm gonna try to go ahead and do what I plan to do anyways, and that is basically ride around in the round pen holding the American flag, and then do another spin around holding the Christian flag. Anyway, it's just something I've been wanting to do now with my horses for a long time. I've never flown the flags. My legs are itching me so bad now, all the ants are on my legs. Boy. Anyways, but yeah, I just want to do it for fun. There's no other meaning behind it. I just, a reason for it. I just want to do it for fun. But anyways, I had a whole bunch of tree work done. I've got to come inside my horse pen here and get some more tree work done. The guys that I had come out last time, they did an excellent job. So I'm probably going to have them come back out again and do this second section of tree work. But yeah, today I just kind of I've been taking it easy. I'm out here, I'm looking at my horses and stuff, and I'm really, it's good to slow down and like, you know, just not do anything. But I'm really bad about that because I walk around the farm here and I'm just like, I see all the stuff that needs to be done, and I'm a workaholic. So anyways, I'm like, I'll do a little bit here and do a little bit there, and da-da-da-da-da. Next thing I know, my entire day is gone. So but yeah, I just, right now I'm gonna end the day with sitting out here looking at my horses, and I just wanted to show you guys a couple of things with the round pen and kind of like what's going on with the horses and what's going on with them, and just enjoying the shade right now, because out there in the middle of that field, oh my gosh, that's hot. It's very, very hot. Hey! What's up, freight train? Where's Candy? Oh, there she is. She's way off in the back. Good deal. Yeah, I came out here earlier and gave them a bunch of trees and sprayed some fly spray on them. And this grass out here is it's a little over knee high. So, but yeah, I let the grass over here rest for a good 8 weeks because it really needed a break. Hey, sugar. What's up, freight train? What's up, baby? You gonna let me ride you with some flags next weekend? Hopefully next weekend. She's like, no, I'm not interested in that idea. You ain't got no trees. I ain't interested. Yeah? Yeah, Candy, last time I rode her in the round pen, she trotted really good, but I asked her to lope, and well, she tried her darndest to throw me off. So I don't know, I think I'll probably do a little bit more groundwork and maybe put some weight on her and ask her to lope while I'm on the ground or something, and then maybe get on her or something. Or I might have somebody stand in the middle of the round pen and like ask her to run or lope, I mean, and see if we can do it like that. She's coming over here. She thinks I got treats again. I tell you what, these horses, they're a lot of work. They're expensive, but I love them. These are my toys. So, but yeah. The other nice thing too is Brandy being my older horse. These two younger horses over here will come through when she gets done eating the tops out of all this nice grass. They'll come through and mow down the tougher grass, and then I'm only going to keep them on this lane probably a week, 2 max, and then I'm going to put them back in the other lane because I want at least one of my lanes to rest really good, but it needed to get mowed, so I'm gonna let it get it mowed or grazed. I'll talk right one day. And yeah, so that fly spray seems to be working pretty good. I've never used that brand. I'll have to go back and look at the bottle because I can't remember the name of it right this second while I'm filming. But yeah, kind of just chilling, having a good time. This is relaxing. I love sitting out here or standing and watching these horses eat, watching these horses just be horses. So I got Freight Train a new bridle, and I haven't, the sad part is I haven't tried it on her yet. I'm hoping that too will happen maybe next weekend, or the next time I go to film the horses and stuff, because I haven't ridden her but one time I think in the round pen, so we'll see how the cards fall. She might also get rode in the round pen with some flags. We might try do some barrel racing, or start training her on the barrels. I've already started training Candy on the barrels. She's not exactly impressed or like, really engaged in it. To me, she's kind of like in La La Land a little bit. Like, okay, we're going around the barrel again. Ooh. It's kind of boring, I think, to her. So she may not end up being a barrel horse. I also know too that you're so pretty. Yeah, you are. You're so pretty. But yeah, we'll. I think it's important too to also keep in mind what your horse wants to do or what your horse is good at. Because if you make an animal try to do something that they're not necessarily built for, or they're not necessarily interested in, if you're late to training them to it, which is kind of what the situation is with Candy. She was already grown and wasn't started at a young age on, in this case, I'd like to, do barrel racing. She wasn't trained on that, so she can still be trained on it, but I just don't know if that's something she would really enjoy. I guess that makes sense. But anyways, yeah. So I can sit out here or stand and watch these horses for hours. I don't know, there's just something about them grazing that's just peaceful for some reason. It's kind of like people who go out in nature and just sit and quiet. Yeah. I'm not being very quiet right now, but whatever. But yeah. And the roundness of their butts, that's just a lot of biscuits, Lots of cookies, lots of grass, lots of no exercise. They need to go on the Betty Crockett or Jenny Craig diet there. This particular week we've got a tropical storm out there in the Atlantic, and it is right this second I'm enjoying all the wind and the rain bands that's kind of coming off of it, because it'll get real bright and sunny, and then it'll get cool, and it's brought in a whole bunch of wind. And anyways, it's been wonderful because it's been stirring up all this humidity, and I don't know how many of y'all live in the South, but that humidity is the worst. Shade is so much better to view these horses from. I'm gonna sit out here and watch them and let them do their thing. It's real pretty too, like when they're running across the field and bucking and carrying on and just living it up, So anyways, the mechanic was supposed to call me here before the 4th, so I guess he's gonna call me next week, or either I'm gonna call him, and we'll see what the verdict is on my truck. And then yeah, once my truck gets back up and running, I'm just gonna hook up my horse trailer and I'm just gonna pick a weekend and I'm just gonna go ride. I found a place that they've got a whole bunch of trails. It's supposed to be well maintained and everything, and I'm just, if you like, bump it, I'm just gonna go and really hope my truck don't break down. So yeah, I'm tired of waiting. It's about to drive me nuts to like have a horse trailer in the yard and I don't have my truck. It's not running, and I'm like, all these years waiting to save up, buy myself a truck, big enough truck to pull a horse trailer, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna get a bumper pull, I'm gonna get a gooseneck. I get a gooseneck and then my truck stays broke. It's like but yeah, not to complain a whole bunch, I do enough of that already off camera. But yeah, I've made up my mind. I'm gonna go get my truck fixed. And then whenever it gets fixed this time, I'm just gonna hook up my trailer. I'm gonna check, make sure my tires are good enough on my trailer, and I'm just gonna go ride. I'm just gonna go ride and just be like, just let the cards fall where they may, you know, because I've had my truck now a little over a year, which I think this past June was a year since I've gotten my horse trailer, and I haven't taken the first trip. And that's really bugging me, because I'm like, you know, like, get it together, Christy. Just get it together. So, anyways. But yeah. And the other thing too this week, or just this past weekend, is I went out there and I started basically manicuring around my lavender flowers, and I got a kind reminder that I was not farm fit at all, you know, like sweat. And I did this in between like rain bands, you know, and I forget now which tropical storm name we've got out there right now, but it's, you know, it's brewing, and it's gonna go up the east coast somewhere. And anyways, but I cut enough lavender, probably, if I had to put it into pounds, probably 5 to 6 pounds, you know, all together, and I haven't even cut everything. So I've got to go back and lay the weed barrier in between the flowers, because I've gotten all the rows, the walking paths covered, and now I got to go back and go, like I said, go in between the flowers so I can keep control of the grass, because the grass is just unforgiving. But anyways, my plan was to, on top of all the other stuff I had going on, I was going to start start cooking my first batch of my lavender to make, you know, I was going to do an oil run. I was gonna make the attempt to extract oil from my lavender cuttings. I'll get it right in a second. Can't talk today. But anyways, the setup that I bought, the instructions was a lot of pictures, but in the pictures, on top of being white and gray, in the background they also had a white wall. So it started out good with the instructions, but yeah. So anyways, I'm sending that back. Luckily, I'm gonna be able to get my money back for that. And then I went on Amazon, I think it was, and bought a much simpler kit. And I kind of wished I had bought that sooner, but that won't be here until like sometime in August. So when that gets here, I'm gonna get it set up. I went ahead and I cut some of my lavender, so I'm hoping maybe that the ones I've cut will sprout and bloom again. So this will technically be their second time this year. And I think most of my flowers probably would have done a second blooming this year had I gotten out there and cut them all at the same time, because some of them that I missed, they were putting on, their first set of blossoms had been dried and basically wilted and were just not existent. And then the flower put on some new ones. So I'm feeling like my flowers now, since I've pulled the silage tarp off of them, because originally I thought that that would be a better thing to do, because I was going to come back and put a drip line to keep them from drying out in the soil, and it was going to keep all the grass and stuff away. And that didn't pan out. It didn't pan out. So anyways, but the weed barrier that I bought, the water can seep through it and keep the grass and all that down. So anyways, I'm looking forward to that. That'll happen sometime in August. You guys probably, okay, you guys will probably won't get that video till maybe September-ish. And that's depending on if I've got enough there to make oil again, because I'm hoping they'll put on some new sprouts. I'm hoping, but we'll see. I don't know. I went ahead and reset some of them because some of them were trying to like get I guess mold or whatever in the middle of them, so I just went and cut that, and I was just like, you know, should be good to go. Maybe they'll get happy, get enough airflow and all the good crap. I will say that lavender, at least in my zone, is by far, it's a very finicky little flower. But anyways, that's pretty much what's been going on outside of trucking. I know I do a lot of trucking videos, but the farm is we still got things going on here on the farm. And like I said, I've been dealing with the lavender. I've been getting stuff ready for the horses. And then when my truck gets fixed this last time, hopefully it's the last time. Please let this be the last time. Like I said, I think I'm just gonna hook my truck up to my horse trailer. Make sure that the trailer tires are good enough, and I'm just gonna go ride. I'm gonna go ride because I'm tired of like it sitting there and not moving. You know, it's driving me nuts. Anyways, guys, that's it for this week, and thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I will see you guys in the next vlog. Mwah! Bye! I mean, you never know. I mean, maybe one day I can make it to the Olympics, you know, and just be like the old fart, you know, that finally made it to the championship ring or something. I don't know. Oh, goodness gracious, guys. Eventually, because I refuse to give up on my dreams, but eventually I'm going to ride my horses, you know, different places. It's going to happen. It's going to happen with my own truck and trailer. It's going to happen. Y'all pray for me. Pray for my truck. Pray for my horse. Pray for my sanity, okay? Pray for my sanity, because it has been crazy. I hope you guys had a wonderful 4th of July. I know this video is definitely way after the 4th of July, but I personally did not shoot off any fireworks this year because honestly, I was drinking a little bit of wine, and I was enjoying some cooking that I had done, and it was absolutely, utterly not even remotely keto friendly, and I didn't care. So, and it was wonderful. It was nice to cheat on my diet. So anyways, but maybe next time, maybe later this year, I don't know. I can shoot fireworks anytime I want, but I don't know. I hope you guys, though, I hope you had a wonderful 4th, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Quite frankly, if I was a rich woman, like stupid rich, like ultra rich, I would get an air-conditioned barn with like a viewing room off to the side, sip a little glass of wine, and just watch my horses. You know, I would be that person. Like if I was to the point where I like couldn't ride them anymore or whatever, that's what I would do. I would just yes, that would be the life. Sit in my rocking chair and just, you know, on my side by side or whatever, in my pickup, and just ride out there and look at them. Just like, yes, I still got it. So anyways, alright guys, I'll see you later. Bye.